And if he knows that, then why don't you do what I did up in Augusta County and just file a suit against the court clerk for interfering with your right to access the court? Why didn't you just make a claim? It takes 2 seconds. It was funny when I did it up in Augusta County. We had to do a precipice day, which is a pre-trial day, and the judge sat there, and the Attorney General's office from Richmond was on the phone, and I sat in the judge's chambers, and we were saying how long it's going to take to have the matter heard in a trial. And I said, it's going to take me 5 minutes. And then they said it'd probably take them about half an hour. So we were setting up the docket. And then the judge realized who I was. I said, you don't remember who I am, do you? And he says, I said, I'm the man who explained to you in court the difference between legal and lawful. And he's like, oh, I got to recuse myself from the case. I said, why? He says, I'm really good friends with the court clerk lady. She's been my clerk for like 20 years. I said, she's a lovely lady. I'm sure she'd be a great neighbor. She seems to be a lovely woman. I said, but she still has to understand that she can't interfere with a man's right to access the court. I said, so you just stay right where you are, Judge. You're perfect. You know her like the back of your hand, and that's what a trial by jury means, by your peers. I said, you know who she is. She knows who you are. That's her peer. She's your equal. I said, you're one of the best people to be able to judge her and tell her to her face in court that she did wrong. And then I said to the Attorney General in Richmond, I said, do you have a problem with this judge staying on? And the lady she said, no, absolutely not. If you have no problem, I have no problem. But the judge was like, I'm out of here. He says, I want nothing to do with you. Because he knew I was going to win. Because it's that simple. Because he knows that I'm going to come at him as a man saying that a public servant with my right to access a public building. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that would be one of the issues, and that's I'm glad you explained that. But another one would be because it's going to be if I were to do it against. See, first of all, I would go and explain to her where she made her errors and violated her oath. Okay.
Okay. How would you explain to an expert how she made a mistake with her job? How would you explain to somebody who's a brain surgeon how they did brain surgery wrong?
That's what Karl talks about, and I think he's right about that. Coming from the direction that he comes, is that the form that it is on is a fraudulent document because it doesn't meet the IRS as well as other lawful requirements to be the correct thing.
That is your belief. Okay, where is he? Okay, well, that's great because Karl Miller, I always bash him every time he gets on. Okay, what's funny about this? What's funny going about that? What makes you think that you have the capacity or you have the license? Thank God you're a psychiatrist. What makes you have a license?
No. That was an error to begin with. I'm a psychologist.
Okay, okay, whatever.
I would not want to be a psychiatrist. I'm sorry.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is you're accredited. You have a license to perform a certain function in society. Okay, you're known to create. You have a certain status and a certain role in society. So does that lady. How dare Karl Miller try to interpret her code book, her rule book, and her forms with his little meager, 2 cents worth of schooling education in her expertise, in her field. Who is he to say that it doesn't meet? Is he a code decipherer? Is he certified? Is he competent? Is he licensed? Is he bonded? Is he insured?
I get that point from you, but and Griswold would do it in the sense of searching and finding that there is no lien at all, so the notice of lien has been valid.
That's all you have to say is that somebody filed a lien in error. What's so hard about that? That just proves your case. It's that simple. All you have to prove is you owe no debt to no man. You certainly don't owe a debt to society.
Okay, that's what I wanted. That's the line. That's the direction I wanted to have you going because I'm looking for that approach is more consistent with what you would do, because I think it'd be more effective. That's why I came out with the question, but I had to give some background to it.
Right, but like I said, if Karl Miller, if you ever hear this guy, you ever talk to this guy ever again, he will tell you a million times that the Supreme Court of the United States does not create law. It just creates opinions on what they would do. And this is what, see, look, I talked to
that's true, I know that.
Okay, no, let me just finish. There's a John Wilkinson, Jr. He's been in charge of the Alabama Supreme Court House down there since 1975. He is the head clerk, the top dog, the top head. Let's put it this way. He's the president of the United States Court Clerk Association. Can you believe there's even such an organization? Okay, and he actually teaches at a law school, and he explained to me the stupidity and the retardedness and the stupid idiocy of going to a Supreme Court and getting a ruling. He says, because you're going to waste all your time getting all these rulings and say, yay, I won the Supreme Court, yay, I won on appeals, yay, I won. And what if you read any of the United States Supreme Court rulings and the plaintiff, wins, and what does the Supreme Court say to do? It says, take it back to the original court of jurisdiction. Yeah, and tell the original judge, that he made a mistake. So when the original judge, now you're going to reappear in front of this judge that you just whooped his ass in the United States Supreme Court or your state Supreme Court. You just whooped his ass and made him look like a monkey's ass. And now the ruling of the Supreme Court of the United States or the state Supreme Court is go back to the court of original jurisdiction and tell the judge he made a mistake. So you know what you're going to do? I call Nolan guy, or you're going to walk in and start, it took me 12 years to beat you, but look, I didn't do that. After the mistake. No, just let it finish for everybody else. And the judge is going to say to you, I don't give a rat's effing damn what the United States Supreme Court ruled. I'm here. I'm sitting here right now. And I'm telling you right now. Of course he is. Look, shrink. Look, you got to let the Supreme Court is binding on another court. You got to let everybody hear this. Okay? You know it because you're on my show. Go ahead. There's people who don't know this. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Just because a Supreme Court, you won in the Supreme Court. I don't care what Supreme Court you won in. And the ruling always says, take it back to the court of original jurisdiction. Let the original court of original jurisdiction, let that judge know he made a mistake. That he is totally effing wrong. He's a complete moron. And that I don't know how the hell he's maintaining his seat on the bench. So go ahead and go tell that court judge that he's wrong. So then you're going to go there and go say, ha, judge, you're wrong, I'm right, ha. I proved it on the Supreme Court. What's he going to do? He's going to rule again against you. Okay? And that's exactly what he's going to do to you. That's what I was told by the chief. Like I said, Google John Wilkinson Jr. and find out in the Alabama Supreme Court that he works down there. He works at the appellate level down there. He does the civil division. He's been doing it since 1975. I turned it right out of the guy's mouth. He said, you're totally wasting time with appeals, Supreme Court rulings, all that other nonsense. You're wasting your time. Because the court of the original jurisdiction will just say, you know what, we don't care what the opinions are. We see who's in front of us now, and this is how we're going to rule.